tomb.
Nah, this is just an optional tomb. And hi everyone, welcome back to Rise of the Tomb Raider. Last time we left off, we woke up and Jacob wasn't there. Now we're kind of just fucking around, but in the context of the story, we're supposed to be doing shit.
In context of the story is I have no idea what we're doing because it's been a while.
Because it's been a while since we played this game. We got so hyped for Devil May Cry 5 because I believe we started recording this game before the announcement.
Before they announced it,
And so we were like, okay, and then we decided to record Devil May Cry 4, and we said, fuck Tomb Raider, but then I'm like, wait a minute, like, why don't we continue Tomb Raider? And here's an update for everyone out there who's wondering, because Devil May Cry 4, at the time of this recording, has just begun on the channel. Here's what we're gonna do. Sly is getting deleted. Okay.
Oh, you died.
Oh, I died? Okay. I love the ragdoll physics. But anyway, Sly, we're gonna redo Sly because a certain somebody doesn't keep showing up. Mr. I'm gonna show up more often to help record for Sly, like he said he would. So
look, the thing with Kyle is that like he's a good friend, but like you can't really rely on him.
Yeah,
you know, he's a good like if you need somebody to like back you up in a fight, he's all there, but when it comes to something as simple as
hey,
just
we need
coming
to record
over,
for Sly.
you can't do that. Yeah.
He doesn't respond to my text either, so I'm like, fuck him. So I'm probably just gonna get my friend Corey to see if he wants to do it, and he'll just play as Murray instead, and I'll be.
And I'll play as the nerd. Hell yeah.
The Bentley, and
hell yeah.
I'll be Sly. So we're just gonna delete that Let's Play, and yeah, we're just gonna focus on Devil May Cry 4 for that time slot.
You play as Nero, and I'll play as Dante. Hell yeah.
The hell? We agreed that I was playing the whole game.
I know, I'm just kidding.
It's Dante.
I'm just kidding.
No, we gotta play as El Dante.
Oh yeah.
The best version of Dante. No, I'm just kidding. El Dante.
Dude, I remember talking to a friend of mine, again from college, who like was a fan of the game, like really big fan, like just as big as fan as you are. I never got his.
Cry?
Yeah, I never got his contact, and like it was his like last year there too, you know.
Okay, shit happens. I understand.
Yeah, but like the point being is like he was like a huge ass fan, you know, and like he told me like I fell in love like. He loved the character of Dante, you know, like he loved him in the first game and he loved him even more in the third game.
Well, of course, yeah.
You know, and then when the fourth game came out, he says like that was the one like he told me like I'm trying to find the right words to say this. It's like what he pretty much told me was
I forget how to do this.
That in that fourth game he got his first man crush.
What, with Devil May Cry 4 Dante?
Yeah, and he said like the thing that like instigated it was like the one scene with Lucifer, and he said that's like that got. And I asked him like why that scene, and he's like, dude, like being that suave and badass at the same time. I was like, dude, come on. And I was like, okay,
I see what you're saying.
I see what it's. I was like, I see what you're saying, because that was like, that was pretty good. I'm gonna be honest. That's one of my favorite you know, clips from the game.
Scenes in Devil May Cry 4.
Yeah,
which would have been amazing had it just been fucking finished!
Yeah.
God damn it.
But hey, look at the bright side.
You're getting 5, so who cares?
I can't wait to see play as that new character in black who we have no idea who he is.
It's Virgil.
No, that's the one who cuts off Nero's hand.
No, imagine it is Virgil, though. What if it's like a reincarnated version of Virgil? That's a really good theory.
Then I'd be like, that'd be like cool. I'd be like, that's pretty cool, actually.
Fuck this shit. I'm out of here.
No, but dude, I was watching
I don't even have the knife. What am I doing?
I don't know. What are you doing?
I was trying to solve a fucking puzzle so I could get a fucking new move, but
sorry.
Whatever. Like, fuck you. Fuck you, man.
Hey, I wasn't paying attention. I was talking.
I wasn't paying attention to you playing this game, Sean. I thought we also better play this game because the new one's coming out in a couple of months. Oh! Okay. Oh! Well, now I'm back to solving this puzzle, then. In fact, I just solved this puzzle.
Nice.
Fuck you.
I had complete faith in you.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I'm just kidding. I know you did.
No, but I was watching the trailer. I was watching it again, you know? And I was looking...
What, Devil May Cry? Or what?
Yeah, Devil May Cry 5, man.
Well, I didn't know. Maybe I thought you were referring to Tomb Raider. My bad.
I saw that one before, like 3 weeks ago, but like, I haven't seen it, you know, since 3 weeks, you know.
That's fine, dude.
I should watch it again, you know.
That's fine. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, but I was rewatching the Devil May Cry 5, you know, trailer, you know, and I was really paying attention to that one scene where Nero gets his arm cut off, You know, and I'm really thinking that like that really is Virgil. I'm really starting to think that too.
Dude, at this point it is. No, because like if you look at the face because they give you a brief glimpse of the face, it's corrupted Virgil. Like it's
yeah.
it's
Plus,
so
like
obvious.
another thing I kind of noticed was too like I saw like I paused it when he was holding Nero's arm, and I was like the coat like it had like it was blue, it had the gold trimmings, and it even had like those like was it 2 or 3 straps or whatever like on the sleeves.
Right.
You know, so I was like, okay, that's that. There's a good chance that is Virgil. You know.
No, it is. I think.
Got to time that a bit better.
Well,
What do you mean you gotta time that a bit better?
Well, the reason why I say like I think it is because like you know I don't you know it's not like there's a good chance it is, but it's not technically confirmed yet.
At this
you know?
point, it basically is. I mean, I'm sorry.
I don't know, like
okay, dude.
I
know. I get what you're saying, but come on, you can be hyped.
I am hyped.
I
dude.
know you're hyped.
Dude, we're just one of my favorite characters, dude.
Only behind Dante.
Only behind Dante. And after here's the order of my favorite characters from Devil May Cry, right? Dante, Virgil, Lady, Trish, and Nero. I
Wait,
can't read it too.
Could you repeat that order? I didn't hear you.
Okay, the order.
I'm
it's fine. It's fine.
I'm done with this shit. Fuck this.
It's fine. The order is Dante as number 1,
Well,
dude.
no
Best
shit.
boy, dude. My one game man crush. Hell yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And after that, it's Virgil.
Of course.
After that, it's a lady. After that, it's Trish, and then Nero, and I carry it there too. You know.
She's hot.
Sad. But yeah.
This about there was a really good video. This guy did this was a couple of days ago. I actually watched it last night. Did a character analysis of Nero, and it was really solid. And it made me appreciate Nero as a character even more. And I was like,
Can you like tell me a little bit about it?
He basically explains like how Nero is just based off like his actions more because Devil May Cry stories are more about like what do the characters do that defines them. It's not
Yeah,
what they
it's true.
say
It's
that
like
defines them.
like with Dante, it's like he gives off like an or like kind of like the attitude like he's not doesn't really care, but like his actions speak otherwise. You know.
But he goes over the same with Nero as well. But he also points out how Nero is actually more successful than his dad Virgil because he actually decided to not abuse power, and he decided that once he had it, and that's why Dante let him kept Yamato.
Because he was responsible with the power.
Yeah, and he decided if he's willing to give it up, and he saw more of Sparta in him than he did his brother. By the way, people are now wondering, wait, does Dante know that he's his nephew? And I'm like, dude, come on, like Dante ain't stupid. I'm sure he has some idea.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, dude, let's be honest. Like,
how many white-haired people are there in the world?
with like it uses like with a power like that's similar to like that gives up the same vibe as Sparta's too. It's like it's just one of those things. Just like it's easy to put 2 and 2 together, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So we're actually gonna say fuck this, and we're gonna do story.
Hell yeah!
And because this guy was like, we should do the Baba Yaga DLC, and I'm like,
Wait, who?
You did.
I did?
You were like, yeah, let's do this shit. I want to do it
yeah,
because you heard about the story, and I was like, oh god, this playthrough's gonna be long, and I'm like, dude, I want to play Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Okay, come on, like.
And it's Baba Yaga.
I had no idea. I think by the time we recorded this game, I did not know the release date for Rise of the Tomb Raider. I'm like, oh shit, we're already playing this game. We better finish this game soon. We gotta finish this game in anticipation for Shadow of the Tomb Raider.
Yeah, man.
The final game in this Lara Croft origin story. Yeah, apparently Lara's origin has been a trilogy, and it wasn't the first game. Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
like, whatever.
No. Let me finish. I'm like, I don't have a problem with that, but I was like, what? I was like, wait a minute. I thought the first game was supposed to be the origin story because it literally says a survivor is born. And then we get this game, and I guess they explain more things with her dad and everything. So I was like, okay, cool, or whatever. And I'm like, all right. Does this mean like, because there is kind of an overarching story with this. I feel like, oh yeah, because Lara discovered that her dad's not crazy because of this weird shit that he saw on the. What the hell was the name of that island? I was almost gonna call it Yamato.
No, it's shit, I don't remember.
Shit, I don't fucking remember. The game had a good gameplay, didn't have a great story. And this game's story is even worse. Because it's so fucking forgettable.
It's true. You don't play Lara Croft for the story, you play for the gameplay and looking at her ass.
How dare you be a biological man?
Hey man, she's a strong female character.
Who
right?
don't need.
But she has an amazing ass.
No. The term should be strong character who happens to be female.
Okay, yeah.
None of this bullshit. Oh, because of her gender, she's a great character. That's called bad writing. I mean,
yeah,
that's
yeah,
like
I see
people
what
who
you
say
mean,
like,
yeah.
"Oh, Rey's a bad character," and which she is.
She is.
Which she is.
She is.
Dude, my friend Brandon, he used to say like, "Fuck these stupid people who like hate Last Jedi. They're just doing it. You can't satisfy Star Wars fans." He's probably watching this, and I was trying to tell him, I was like, "Dude, Star Wars has a fucking SJW agenda. You know that, right?" I mean, look at every time. I mean, he doesn't focus on the behind the scenes things. Oh, fuck Lennon, by the way. Fuck him.
Yeah.
But anyway, shit, am I even going? Shit, I don't fucking know where I'm going.
No, but it's like I understand completely. I mean, when I remember when we went to see the movies, like it was like I had a lot of problems with the movie.
Yeah.
And I hated the fact, you know, that like the agendas, like they were just so blatant. It was just in your face, you know.
Let me say this. I like that movie for its interactions. I love the Rey moments. I love the Kylo, and I love the Rey and the Kylo Ren.
I know, I like that too.
Everything else.
Everything else.
Oh,
everything else though.
Rose. Do I
Yeah.
have to say anything more than that? Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
God, I hate that character.
She ruined.
It's not because she's Vietnamese. It's not because she's a woman.
It's because she's a bad
Character.
I mean, dude, again with like that character ruined what could have possibly been the best character arc for Finn.
Finn.
That would have been a perfect character arc.
By
you
now,
know?
I'm just going to assume all of our viewers have seen The Last Jedi, so yeah, if you're one of those people who still haven't seen it yet, I don't know what your problem is, just go out and see it.
Yeah, what's the name of the...
Aha, I meant to come back here on purpose, because I got the lockpick now, so fuck you.
Sure you did. No, but what's
At least you got the joke. At least you got the joke.
No, but what's the name of the chick who directed the flop Solo?
No, Kathleen Kennedy is the executive producer. She's like the Kevin Feige of Star Wars.
No, but okay, yeah, I remember. Anyways, this is funny relating to her. It's like I watched this video. Excuse me. It's about this guy talking about information that was leaked from like a person that worked at Disney.
Yeah, they're probably gonna fire her. Or they're probably gonna have her quit, you know, to make it look like, oh,
yeah.
we're not firing her. We're not
Yeah,
firing her. She's quitting or whatever.
Yeah, no, but anyways, like so like apparently what happened was like they had a meeting, right? And like she was the center of the subject, and they were like, okay, yeah, and like the other guy was also like big up there, you know, because like in the picture, like there's her, there's like the guy in the Mickey Mouse costume, and there's like another guy, I forget what his name was. You know that picture?
Talking about Bob Iger, he runs Disney.
Yeah, him,
Yeah,
right?
fuck him too.
Yeah, no, exactly. No, but my point is like even he even he was like, okay, this is ridiculous now. We're losing money, you know. So he called the meeting,
exactly.
and he like, you could say that that the nicest term you could say was that he humbled her. In reality, though, like he humiliated her because like he pretty much put her in the spotlight.
I'm stuck. But I've enjoyed this conversation, so I'm not editing out.
Okay, yeah, no. Anyways, he put her in the spotlight, right?
Right.
And like he had like people from like the Marvel team and like a bunch of different other teams. And
there we go.
Okay, yeah, and he had people from all the other teams too, you know. And he was like, this is what you don't do. This is what you don't want in the movies because we lost movies, and we probably just lost like our golden ticket. You know,
Episode 9's not going to do as well as they thought it would.
Exactly,
I'm convinced. No, it's going to do good, but it's not going to be the $2 billion film.
Oh yeah, I know, exactly. You know, like the Solo, like that really like hit the final nail in the coffin for people.
Here's the thing though. I wasn't gonna go see Solo because one, I just wasn't that interested. I was just
me neither.
I was just like a Han Solo origin story. No thanks. Like flat out, like I don't give a shit. Because in my opinion, I don't think that's necessary for a few reasons. Number one, we don't need answers for everything.
Yeah.
And I think that's something they need to learn, is that we don't need explanations for everything.
And
Rogue One was a good idea because it was the story that with new characters, and it was really awesome, the new canon and everything, to see what life was like, and it added a lot to the universe.
Exactly, especially to the rebels, because it also like painted them in a different light. You know, it showed you just like yeah, they're the good guys, but they do bad things too. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Like it showed you like, yeah, it's not as like black and white as we thought. You know, it's very gray. You know?
Right.
You know,
Plus,
so like
seeing
that
Darth
was
Vader again was fucking.
exactly that was a great addition. No, but the thing with Solo was, let's be honest, it was a cash grab. You
No,
know?
it totally was. And not only that, and my friend Brandon, who's been on the channel, you guys know who he is, he said, oh, Sean, you haven't seen Solo? I told him, I'm not going to go see Solo, dude. Like, I might rent it on, like, Amazon or something, but I'm not going to fucking see it in theaters. And I told him why. I was like, listen, dude, I don't like the way this franchise is going. I personally, that droid, that stupid droid in Han Solo, making Lando pan-fucking-sexual... Why? Why are you changing established characters for no fucking reason?
Yeah, take it. Plus, to like another thing, like I was reading and watching some reviews for the movies, and like all of them, like a lot of them agreed on this one thing. Like the best moments were with Han and Chewie. Those like
oh duh
were the best moments. But the thing is, like a lot of people thought like Glover, who was playing Lando, you know, like they were saying like there's no doubt that dude's talented, but like this was just not the role.
Right.
That was right for him. Like,
right.
Like the reason why people thought like he did so bad on it, you know, like is I was reading and hearing, and I thought to myself, yeah, it makes a lot of sense. And the reason for it was because, you know, like Lando, you know, the original Lando, you know, he had like this suave, cool air about him, you know, without really being like
right.
you know, like effortless, you know, like you could really believe that he was a cool cat, you know, you could believe that.
I love how you said cat. Like,
I know.
He's a cool.
I thought it'd be a nice touch, you know. No, but like my point being is with Glover, it's like he was trying to emulate the original too much, and it became.
I can't remember his name.
It's like Donald Glover.
No,
Donald?
not Donald Glover. The guy who played Lando in the first.
I forget his name too. I forget his name too.
I think it's Billy Bean.
Yeah.
Which, if that's the case, that reminds me of the breakfast sandwiches.
No, but yeah. No, but the point being is like he was trying too hard to emulate someone who you just couldn't like recapture because you know it's like he was trying to be completely the same.
Right.
And the thing is like. You can never top the original. You never.
That wasn't my problem with the film. My problem with the film was that stupid droid.
I know that
was like droids' rights. Droids' rights.
I'm not saying.
I have sex with Lando. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
No, I know what
why?
Look, I know what you mean. No, but like, there's a lot of problems. So it's just like that's just one of them. You know, with the whole Lando.
Hey, look, guys, communism's never been tried before.
No, but like people.
Yeah, I don't give a shit if that's political. Fuck communism.
Yeah. No, but like people say like that's why like another reason like that's one of the reasons why people like gave the guy who played Han like some props because unlike Glover he knew that he couldn't like he knew he couldn't like be he knew he couldn't
Harrison
like
Ford.
Exactly he knew he couldn't do what Harrison Ford did. He knew he couldn't be he knew he couldn't pull it off. So what he did was he played the character similar but differently, you know. Like he made the characters like kind of his own, so like it wasn't the same, you know, so it didn't come off as awkward, you know, like it did with Glover, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So like people like did applaud him for that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But like the point being is like it was just not a good idea, you know. Like the thing that made Han Solo such a cool character, you know, was because like you know when you first time you meet him. You know, like you can tell, like he's not really a good guy. He's not really a bad guy. He's in between. You know, he's just like whatever. You know.
Exactly.
But but there was always like like throughout the whole thing, there was always the air of mystery around him. You know, like because you never really knew what he did. You just knew he was a bounty hunter.
Well, they did. To be fair, in the expanded universe, there was also a Han Solo origin story, and this movie did take quite a bit, like how he was once an Imperial pilot, and blah, blah, blah. Like, that shit was still there, and all that stuff. And look, that's fine.
That's fine.
I have been a defender of Star Wars Disney, because I've liked a lot of things. I didn't think Force Awakens was the best movie ever, but I thought it was like, okay, it got me back.
I thought it was a good way to get people back into
the franchise.
Yeah.
That's what it did, and it did a good job. It made me go, oh, I want to see more films. The problem with The Last Jedi, besides the problems of the movies, is that Rian Johnson, if it wasn't a sequel to The Force Awakens, it would have been it would have been a better film. Because he dropped so many things that were foreshadowed in The Force Awakens. Like, remember at the end of the film when he was like, when Snoke was like, bring me back Kylo Ren and we will complete his training? You don't see a moment of training.
Yeah, exactly.
Moment! You don't see any of that shit.
Yeah, that's ridiculous too, like, because, like, I don't like... J.J. Abrams. Like I don't like the dude, but he's a pretty good director.
What,
you know?
what do you mean, like as a person, or what do you mean, like?
He seems like a decent person. It's just like
is it the SJW?
it's
thing?
the SJW thing. But the dude seems like I don't hate the dude. I just don't
Here's the thing.
We have differences, but that's it.
Here's the thing, and there's another channel I'm thinking about showing it to you. He's a really successful business. Decent film. No one is saying that you need to win an Academy Award.
Just
all
make
you gotta
a decent
do is
film.
make decent, fun films, and people will buy that shit up and call it the best thing of all time because they love the brand. And I'm like, he's right.
Yeah,
he's right. It's like Marvel movies. It's like, okay, none of. I mean, with the exception of only a couple that I can think of, mostly the Captain America films.
Yeah,
none of them are Academy Award-winning pictures. They're not going to be... they're remembered for the pop culture and everything, but in terms of revolutionizing film, with the exception of the connected universe concept, which I'm not sure if it was the first one. I'm pretty sure it was the first successful one. Now everyone's trying to emulate that. So on the formula itself is... But as the movies themselves, they're not like Academy Award winners. Oh, the best films of all time. You know, no one is gonna sit here and tell me that Thor Ragnarok is gonna be in the top 100 films of all time. But people like the movies because they're fun films. They're decent films. And as long as they're good, fun films,
people will watch them.
People will watch it, and you'll make a guaranteed $1 billion.
Yeah. Anyways, back to the whole.
How do you fuck up the most profitable franchise of all time in Star Wars? It's the most successful brand in human history.
Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. It takes a special type of stupid to mess it up this much.
I thought you couldn't fuck it up. I literally thought there's no way Disney of all people is gonna fuck it up, and they did. I don't know if they did. Okay, here's the thing with Disney. I'm kind of confused with them, because in my opinion, here's the thing. I do believe that Disney... Oh, I can make Molotov cocktails. I thought she found the knife.
Anyways, yeah, you were saying?
My point is that here's the thing. I know Disney is probably involved... Disney seems like Sony is... I could be wrong, but to me it seems like Disney's a little bit like Sony when it comes to creative stuff. They're kind of like, back off, back off, we're not gonna... get too involved in it or whatever. Kind of like how Sony is kind of like, hey, just make good games for us and we're not going to care, as long as we're not going to give a shit.
Yeah.
But...
Okay, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I think Disney is different. I think it's different with Star Wars. I think they've become far too involved. What's funny is that the good stuff about Star Wars is not... The best stuff in surrounding Star Wars ever since the Disney purchase was not the movies. The best stuff that I think's come out of it has been the books. The comics have been pretty good. Not all of them have been great, but a good portion of them have been really awesome ever since Marvel started writing Star Wars comics. Ironically, because Marvel Comics fucking the main universe fucking blows like ass right now.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah.
I mean, I think they're toning down the SJW stuff a little bit, but it's also like it's not just the SJW. And I'll rant about this in the next video because we are coming up on 23 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna mention that.
But go ahead. But my point is that with Star Wars, it seems like if we just... What we need to do is we need to get David Filoni, the guy who directed the Clone Wars and the guy who directs Rebels, to be the guy who runs Star Wars. He would be perfect. It seems like that guy, he loves the Star Wars universe. He knows quite a bit about it. And he just, overall, he's very creative. And I think the format that Disney puts him behind with a limited budget with the TV show holds him back from the creativity that he could do. With Clone Wars, that was a great show.
It was a great show.
Even if it wasn't a Star Wars thing, it's still fantastic. So I think what they need to do is give him creative reign and let him decide the direction of the universe. And here's the thing. Fucking nobody hates Rey because she's a fucking woman. I'm sure there's like 2 people out there that feel that way. But how on earth are these Disney-run studios like ABC pushing these stupid late-night shows saying, oh, we finally made a great Star Wars movie that all the nerds can appreciate. We'll just make a movie where Rey chops off the dick or whatever. And I'm like, what the fuck is this garbage? You're saying we don't like Star Wars because of the fucking gender of the main character? No, it's because she's not really written well. A lot of people didn't like Anakin in the prequels because they didn't think he was written well. I don't see, but because he's a man, that's fine. But because Rey's a woman, we have to use the sex card and be all like, oh, you don't like her because she's a female. And I swear to God, I think that's why they hire these diverse casts. I put that in quotes.
Yeah.
Because they just use it as an excuse. Oh, you just don't like this film because it's diverse. Oh, you just don't like this character because this person's black or this person's a woman. That's the reason you don't like these characters. I'm like, fuck you. Like, honestly, go fuck yourself. Honestly, why don't you get villains that aren't straight white males in there? What happened to a black villain, huh? Why can't you put that in there? Oh, why? Because only we're capable of being evil in your fucking Marxist bullshit world? Fucking idiots.
Okay, anyways, we should call it a part.
Alright, guys, we'll see you all in the next video.
I just let you go, man. I'll talk in the next episode.